guys, it's Parsifal. I also go by Will, and I am back with another really quick sketchbook tour. This isn't going to be very long, and I will explain why once I turn the page, but this is just a random paper scribble book that I actually made. So this was just made out of scraps of other sketchbooks and paper that I just had lying around. So I decided to just stick it all together into this very small sketchbook. It is very thin, which is why it didn't really take me too long. And just decorated with a bunch of random stickers that I had lying around that I wasn't really going to use on anything else. Because I either didn't really like what the sticker showed or I didn't really like the quality, so I stuck it on here just to make the cover nice, and then lined it with washi tape that's sort of coming off. So this is just 12 sheets of random paper that I had. I believe it alternates because I had two types of like white cardstock and a big green piece of construction paper, and that's basically what this is. It's basically a sketchbook that was made out of some big giant sheets of paper that I had lying around that I cut up and just wanted to use in something, so I just stuck it into a sketchbook. So there's 12 sheets and only 24 pages, and I went through this in about 4 days because just due to the size of it and how few pages there were, it wasn't really much for me to fill it. But that was kind of the point. I didn't really want to work in a super big sketchbook again after the last one that I worked on, which, if you saw my last video, it was a pretty big sketchbook for me. It was like 176 pages, and I didn't want to work in something that big again. I want to work in something smaller that wouldn't take me too long. So this was more like just, it's like a drink of water in the middle of a big meal. It was a palate cleanser and something that didn't have to really put much thought into in terms of how long it was going to take me and what it was going to look like. It's just like, it's a scribble book. It wasn't something that was really supposed to last me very long. And I actually did like how this felt, so I might make some more of these really small books just to have something to like cleanse my palette between sketchbooks, because I was not feeling up to doing a really big one right after the last one. So I just wanted to clean everything up and reset from the start. But yeah, I started off with some doodles of my OC Kaylee, which I know is really weird spelling. I think it's like Welsh or Irish or something. It's one of those names that like it's like in the Great Britain, United Kingdom sort of area in Ireland, because I know that Ireland doesn't like to be lumped in with them. But yeah, I like the name, so I assigned it to one of my OCs. This is actually Lamb's Kid, and I want to actually draw them for once, which I never do. Especially since they have this really nice beard that I want to work with the shape of, and I feel like from drawing them so much, I did learn how to draw beards more effectively, so I thought that was pretty nice. Yeah, this is just it's just green construction paper, I think, that I just stuck in here because I wasn't doing anything with it, so I wanted to do something with it. And I tried a bunch of stuff on it to see how much would show up, but it really didn't take the red pencil well. The white really showed up nicely on it, so I used a lot of white charcoal pencil on it. But the ink wash didn't really work so well. This is actually a lowland ricotta, because I want to draw, like, a mouse or something. Some Luke and Lamb, because no sketchbook is complete without some Luke and Lamb. Luke is actually from, like, the northern Chicagoland area. In terms of like if he were in a modern universe or in our world, he would have come from the northern Chicago area. And I mean like northern Chicago suburbs, like closer to Wisconsin, not actually the city. Some Abel doodles, some doodles of Esme and Yver, some more Esme because he actually lost an arm in RP. Some Alien stuff for Fire Emblem group that I'm in. A drawing for a friend on Discord of their little, like, I guess she's like a cyclopean occultist type thing. some sketches of my character Dean. This is Esme and brush pen because I didn't really do a lot of big brush pen stuff in terms of like with shading and stuff last time. I mostly blocked in colors, so I want to do something like that. These are nose and cat sketches. This was an expression meme, so I did that with Esme. You guys might have seen this in one of my last videos. I was just drawing myself with the white charcoal pencil. This was a figure study that I did, and I actually really like how this turned out. And I used these this opaque like metallic marker. I don't know if that can actually pick up on that, but it's a metallic marker that really turned out nice. It's a big metallic, and I was surprised at how opaque it was on this paper. More of that like angst emotion meme. Esme and his last boyfriend. My cousin has a character that is basically another modern wizard, except like a D&D type wizard, so he has like spell slots, and he's like, well, I could use up some of my limited magic power, or I could just shoot the guy. So I thought that was a funny concept, so I wanted to draw that. This is me, again, trying to figure out what one of the characters looks like as a child. This is my character Antonio, who is Esme's boss, as I said in my last video, and I wanted to see how he would look like as a kid, so I ended up with this one. And then Manuel is Antonio's kid, and this is themed after a song called I'm Sorry About Your Parents by Icon for Hire. And at least I think that's the band name. And yeah, basically, I want to draw some stuff with the white charcoal pencil, and I want to draw some Manuel, so I combined it. This is my housemate, and I was doodling this to fill space, but in a LARP thing, there was apparently a pile of flour that was like supposed to be like drugs or something. And I thought that was a funny concept. And then I finished this off with some more pose studies and like figure studies. I need to draw feet more, honestly, but I do like how this one turned out as well. But yeah, it's just a really short, really quick sketchbook tour. Nothing too exciting about it, honestly. But yeah, it was just really quick, and I filled this up quick. Because it wasn't supposed to last long. It wasn't supposed to be anything too special. As per usual, I will link anyone who I mentioned, but I don't think I mentioned anyone. But I'll see in the post, and I'll link them down in the description. And if you would like to support me and see all of my daily sketch dumps ahead of time before the sketchbook tours go up, and see all my videos ahead of time, I post all of those on my Patreon. So yeah, those go up early, and if you want to support me, you can donate as little as $1 and see all my stuff early. Otherwise, they will go up eventually, so you don't need to see it. Nothing's locked behind a paywall. It's just a situation of time. But yeah, thank you so much for your support, guys. Bye!